And so what is really surprising is the fit and finish of this. I really like the materials that are used. It looks fantastic. These triggers, I really like these triggers. It really surprised me because the original E5, I wasn't impressed, but this, I'm really impressed with the build quality of this, deadheads. When you're on that terrain and you need something built tough, you have to get a no wait, I'm not a Ford spokesperson. I don't even drive a truck. Hey Deadheads, welcome back to the channel. Or welcome to the channel for the first time, new Deadheads. Today, we're going to take a look at this guy right here, the E5 Plus. It's here, it's rocking a RK3566. It is a power bank. So what do we think? Remember to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode of our awesome content. And leave me a comment, guys. Anyways, let's jump in. All right, Deadheads, here it is. So the GameMT E5 Plus. So we took a look at the E5 before. This is also a battery bank. And you guys know that we just recently reviewed that awesome little Q88. So can this usurp it as the best power bank handheld? Well, let's take a look and find out. So the box here is pretty nice. This is upgraded. They have a nice little, on their logo here, a nice little design. We did get the green colorway, and we got the 64 gig version. Nothing real fancy on the box here. It's pretty much a plain box, but it's not bad. I like the box. It's reminiscent of AYRJGF. Let's get this thing open, and we'll move that to the side. And we do have our USB, and it looks like USB A to C. We do have the purple, and we have a screen protector. So really nice getting a screen protector on that. So that's always a welcome. Don't see a manual. Maybe the manual's over here, but let's see here. And okay, this looks nice, guys. So I like this colorway. One of the things that I thought was really nice about this upgraded version, although it is, still pretty much the same shell, it is upgraded in ways. It does have the dual sticks. We do have a little bit of a better D-pad design, although it still has that little plastic thing over it. So as you can see here, this is a nice looking colorway. We've got the kickstand still, so that's another cool thing if you want to have this thing propped up there like that for the kickstand, and so that we can just play with a remote control or controller if we want to do that. So it feels very much in the hand like the regular version, but it feels better. The quality of the plastic just feels a whole lot better. I like the little MT Monitech symbol there. We do have our two vent speaker holes here, probably one speaker. And let's see here. So yeah, this looks pretty nice. It feels pretty good in the hands. Let's try the buttons here. Not very loud, membrane base, but you can see through, since this is transparent, you can see that they are connected at points, so they are moving together. The sticks are clicky, and they're your switch style sticks, and then this D-pad. So pretty nice D-pad there. That's kind of loud. And then this nice, beautiful 5-inch screen, which is pretty edge to edge. Nothing on the side here. And then we do have volume up and power on this side. And then these triggers, which I found to be pretty good last time, so not bad for the triggers. So let's get this thing booted up and let's start seeing what it looks like. There's Monty. All right, as we get this set up and turned on, I am just going to show this today with the stock firmware, but look how nice this looks, the lights. This is a really nice look. And the important thing is that GameMT is developing and evolving. They have some exciting projects coming up, and so as each iteration of this comes out, it's exciting to see the evolution here. And again, you can tell the mold and plastic here is just so much better than the regular E5, and the colors are nice. I like the lights, I like the see-through. And they also seem to be developing on the software side. So hopefully all of these things together will introduce us to better products in the future. So this again is stock software. You can see here that we have some settings. There's not a lot going on in the settings right here. We can see that we do have our systems here that are preloaded. This is the stock software and cards. So you can see it goes up to PS1 and N64 and PSP. You can go into Android. Android is like this. It's not very good. There's some other firmware that has been released that I could update. I haven't done that yet, but there's not a lot going on with this version of Android, but it does exist, and you can see that there is hope in the future for it. But let's take a look at some PSP. And what else? Some God of War. Now, this is an RK3566, so we know it doesn't play PSP perfectly, but look at that edge to edge, guys. Just look how gorgeous that looks. This is a really nice screen. And again, this is by no means any kind of pocketable, but it is a power bank as well, so you can double at that. Sounds pretty good.
Suffering for years, Kratos, the once great champion, now known as the ghost of Sparta, had pledged himself as a champion to the gods of Olympus. In return,
So yeah, nice, good sound. We can go into our PP, SSPP settings here. I'm just running at stock settings. This is again dual firing back speakers. And just look at this, it's just such a nice looking. Again, if you wanted to use a handle, you can use the kickstand that's included. And I do think they sell a package that has controllers. Now, this is typical slowdown that we run into. Again, the 3566 doesn't play perfect by any means, so calling this a PSP machine, it's a bit of a stretch, but the screen is good for it. But yeah, that's just running at a pretty much unacceptable frame rate. Now, of course, since you do have access to PP, SSPP, you can change settings to try to improve this. And you can see the frame rate right there. It's chugging along. But yeah, let's take a look at something a little less demanding. Tekken 6 on the PSP. Again, I just want to point out this is very nice looking on this edge-to-edge screen. So I do appreciate and like that. And you can see, at least in the menu, we're getting about 51 frames per second. So not bad. So again, typical PSP experience on a RK3566. But with a little bit of tweaking and adjustments, you can get this to play pretty good. The D-pad is much better than the regular E5. I keep calling it E6. The regular E5, definitely much better, as you can see here. And this thing, guys, has been seen for at $50, $55. Now it begs the question, that the E6 Plus with the same RK3566 would be better or not. But let's go to some lower emulation and just talk about an overview of what I liked and what I didn't. Alright, so we play some PlayStation 1 and some Bloody Roar 2 here. Let's talk about first the things I did not like. So first, I don't like the implementation of Android on this. Gamma Core would make this thing so much better, and since it's a Rockchip 3566, there is hope that Gamma Core can come to this. But the current implementation, not great. I think they may have released a better implementation of this, but again, I'm reviewing this just as it came to me, the way you would buy it, and it's not a big fan of it. I also am not real happy with this D-pad still. It is improved, but it's just not the placement of it. It needs to be more over here for the way that I grip this. I would have preferred it a whole lot to be a little closer to the side. So I like the improvements they made. I just don't like the positioning of it. Much would have rather have seen this up and down and that over there in an L configuration. I think that would have worked out a lot better. I also think that the price of $70 is too much for this. I picked this up for $55. I think that's a much better price, and I think if you can get it around that price, it's a lot better. Now let's talk about what I like. I like the buttons. The buttons are nice. I like the design and the look of this. I like the materials that are used. It's very, very nice, the materials that they've used. Yes, it's connected on the buttons. That is a bit of a bummer, but it's really nice looking. I like the lights. I like the style of this. I like that we have 2 USB-C ports. I like that we have dual SD card slots. I really like the design look back here. I like the large battery, and I like these shoulder buttons. That being said, as a power bank, it's pretty good as well. So I also like that it can act like a power bank and charge your device. So anyways, guys, I would say that, you know, this is an interesting device. I don't know that if I was going to go for an RK3566 that I would pick this over some of the other competition. I think the GKD Bubble is still a better RK3566 and maybe the original AYRJGF devices. But I like this, guys. I gotta say, it's got a little bit of character to it. I think the screen, the edge-to-edge screen is beautiful. I think it's got a nice screen with nice viewing angles. I think the sound is pretty adequate. And I like the kickstand. There's a lot to like about this. So let me know what you think in the description, guys, and let me know what you're thinking. Remember to hug your loved ones and love your hugged ones, because tomorrow's never promised. Anyways, we'll be back with another review soon. See you next time, Deadheads. Dead Fred out. Hey Deadheads, sorry to interrupt the video here, but I wanted to stop and take a moment to talk about the upcoming biggest promotion in AliExpress history. They are working on releasing a Double 11 promotion. Yes, November 11th. We all know that's the time of the year when we get the best deals, and this year is no different. So I wanted to talk to you about these cool little handhelds that we have been collecting here. You can go check out our review video on this, but these are awesome. They're going to be on the sale. I'm going to leave a link in the description along with coupon codes so you guys can pick one of these up. Look at all the beautiful colors these come in. These things are very handy. Keep this one on your keychain, and you can game on your phone. If you have your phone with you and you don't have one of your handhelds with you, it's a great way to experience that. These things are amazing. They're not very costly, and it's going to be even bigger sale when the 11/11 sale drops next month. So stay tuned. Look for more information as we get closer to this amazing sale. We want to thank our friends at AliExpress for supporting this channel and for giving all you gamers such an awesome deal.